Ready up live.
What's up everyone, Greenskull here for some Destiny news. I have a couple weeks worth of Destiny news about the moon. Destiny news is trickling out right now, but rest assured I'm going to be going Destiny crazy as it gets closer. The video content I have planned for the beta and the full game will be even better, and tons of great collab videos with people like More Console, etc. It's gonna be great. Well, let's get on with it. The moon. It's familiar to us, yet so foreign at the same time. I mean, we've never been there, right? Well, I mean, people have. You probably haven't. On the moon is a moon base. The moon base is a mystery. The life spark of humanity has long gone out. It's now overrun by moon dust, meteors, and ghosts. What happened here? Sam Jones, lead environment artist at Bungie, takes us through the design of the moon base. This is in his words. This concept by Dorja Bellbrook depicts one of the oldest ideas for a playable space for Destiny. We've been kicking around the moon base in one shape or another since 2009. Mark Peterson and Ryan Ellis created a particularly notable early example for the Bungie Day of that year. Man, was it cool. The moon base is actually hinted at in Mark Goldsworthy's original postcard for the moon. This image was also used as direct inspiration for the Hellmouth location. You can see the human buildings hanging out on a precipice depicted above, a tiny speck compared to the immensity of the hive structure. Jesse Van Dyke's later vision is a complex interplay of concepts. It is hopeful as it points towards humanity's future successful expansion into the solar system. It is also downbeat as it has been abandoned. The moon base is intended to be very familiar, akin to the International Space Station in nature, but the backdrop of hive architecture and shattered tectonic plates makes it exotic. Darren Bacon conceptualized the comms tower, the main focal point of the moon base complex. During the Golden Age, this was a relay station between Earth and the rest of the colonial effort throughout our solar system. The architectural design is important for two reasons. The use of color is very welcome amidst the subdued lunar color palette. The height of the tower makes it useful for player navigation. The comms tower has seen many iterations, all useful stepping stones to where we are now. Joseph Cross executed this paintover to sell the powerful graphic design that runs throughout Destiny. We also needed to indicate final lighting, resulting in an entirely new direction. You can see how the comms tower is constructed in Grognok, our awesome world editor. It's composed from one of our main architectural palettes, Human Colony Outpost. A palette is like a graphical Lego set that artists create and use to construct anything. Human Colony Outpost strives to capture all the hallmarks of deep space exploration: vacuum-sealed entryways, accordion tunnels for access, prefabbed panel construction, and lots of assorted hardware. Finally, we arrive at a pic of the comms tower in our game engine. Now on the moon base, there's an accelerator. Accelerator. Just the name itself is cool. It implies speed. It's inspirational. It sounds like something exciting from the future. It's classic sci-fi. The idea for the accelerator was born out of the simple design/art need to create a large and obvious visual anchor point on the lunar surface. Something players can use as an easy navigation point from all around the moon. It's a large, simple, and directional shape, very different from the main forms seen in Hellmouth and Moonbase. From a functional standpoint, the accelerator needed to fit cohesively within the visual language of all the Human Colony Outpost architecture. Looking at the early Moonbase picture here, you can see that we share building elements between Accelerator and Moonbase. The Accelerator was built during the golden age of human expansion. It is a symbol of our power from long ago. Now, of course, it is in a state of disuse. It is a pale shadow of a once pivotal and very active machine. Its main function was to fling materials at super high speeds to achieve escape velocity from the surface of the moon. The accelerator delivered payloads to the outer reaches of the solar system, where further outposts of man's colonial effort awaited its cargo. The accelerator expresses many visual themes. It speaks overtly about nature slowly erasing man's foothold with meteorite pockmarking and layers of moon dust. It also acts as a blank canvas for bold graphic design. Swirls of color and giant marching text help give it a sense of vibrancy and identity. The appearance of signage further humanizes the location. The accelerator is actually referred to generally as a fusion coil accelerator, coil gun, or railgun. These all do basically the same thing. They accelerate conducting projectiles using coils of electromagnets to high speeds. The resultant action is remotely akin to a regular firearm, hence being called a gun. We think giant electromagnetic space guns are cool. It's actually a very real piece of tech we humans use already. The Large Hadron Collider in Europe is a great example. The main difference being that our Accelerator sits on the surface of the moon. This is not really much of a stretch though, as there have been on and off plans kicked about to do just this sometime in the future. A useful aspect of a lunar Accelerator is that it can propel projectiles to escape velocity using magnetic power alone. No need to burn very expensive fuel here. All of this is only a bit of the moon. There's so much to see. If you go exploring around the moon, you'll find many secrets in the nooks and crannies. So go searching and you'll find some cool stuff. The great thing about the Destiny community is that all of us are really united right now, and we don't even know that much about Destiny yet. A lot of us are playing on different consoles. I, for one, am going to be playing on Xbox One. What console are you playing on? Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, or Xbox One? No need to get into console wars here. That's the thing, guys. We're all playing the same game. We're all part of the same community. Let me know in the comments, and be sure to give this video a like, guys, if you enjoyed this. Again, don't worry, I'm going to keep up my Destiny news in the future. It's going to get awesome as the game approaches. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. To test out the competitive multiplayer in Destiny, and to simply enjoy the game, Bungie has started a new tradition they call the Weekend Champion. This week, senior designer Josh Hamrick won. He explains that one of his primary strategies was to pick away at enemies from afar with the Rambler Mark 33 hand cannon. Taking advantage of your class is the key to winning. Some people are confused about Destiny beta codes still. When you receive a code, you will have access to the beta on whatever platform you choose.